Oh my gosh.
All right. Oh, shoot. All right. Welcome to Accidental Nonsense. My name's Dave.
I'm Kristen.
And this is episode 12, I believe.
It is. Maybe. I
12.
don't know.
We just
We don't
did.
fact check.
It might be anything. It could be episode 67. I don't know. We're working our way to something great. Looks like we have 3 audience members. Wait, 2 audience members.
Oh, we have an audience again. Wow.
Welcome. I still don't think they can chat, though, unless they're on the computer. I don't know what's happening. It doesn't matter. Have you ever done a Ouija board?
No. Who the heck do you think I am?
I'm just wondering if you've ever done a Ouija board.
I've done a Ouija board.
Have you what?
Too freaked out for that stuff.
I know, but what do you think would be like the worst thing that happened?
I don't know.
You think you'd be possessed? A bad message? What would be the message? Who would you want to hear from?
Who would I want to hear from? I don't know.
You gotta pick somebody, or who?
Maybe our Grampy.
Yeah, he'd definitely haunt us.
What he's doing.
See what he's doing. Who do you think out of everybody you know right now that's like alive that would haunt you if they died and became a Ouija board ghost?
Your wife.
Oh, 100%. 100%. That was going to be my answer.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I would not get sleep. I think it'd be like what our last episode was with the health anxiety. She'd definitely be doing stuff like that. 100%.
She'd start making like little tweaks in your skin to make you think.
She'd poke your esophagus.
Yeah, she'd poke that hard.
All right, so on that note,
you shaved.
What do you think? I did shave.
Yeah, it's new. You look like a baby's bottom.
I did it for
now
the culture.
Now we look more alike, don't we?
That's right. I just need long hair.
I just need it. No, or I can just do this. See, look?
You just need to put a hat on. What do you think ghosts do when they aren't interacting with the living?
They just float around. They just enjoy floating. Like you're in a hot tub. They probably just like float around and like enjoy bopping and booing.
Bopping and booing?
Yeah.
So they bop and boo. That's what you think they do when they're... You think they like just like go into a... You think they sleep?
No, why would they? I wouldn't.
Do you believe in ghosts? Have we talked about this?
No.
I don't think we did either. I don't believe... Well, I mean, I don't know. I believe in evil ghosts. I think all ghosts are evil.
Oh, I don't know. There could be some good little ghosties out there.
I don't know. Chat, what do you think? When you're watching this on YouTube, write in the chat, do you believe in ghosts? Yay or nay? Whatever it is, it's okay. So what are you up to?
Well, things have changed a lot here since we last podcasted. So starting April 1st, Shanghai, they're in a citywide lockdown right now. Well, no, half of the city. So Shanghai is split into 2 halves across the river. There's Puxi and Pudong. And the Pudong side is in their 4-day lockdown right now. And they got notice yesterday that they can't even... Originally, they could be in their apartment buildings and then go outside in their complex and like walk around. But they got notice yesterday that they have to stay fully in their building. So, our turn, I'm on the Puxi side, so we have until April 1st, and so it's a good little April Fool's joke for us.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. I was like, what if it actually doesn't happen?
It will.
And it's all like, April Fools!
100%. If anything, it'll be April Fool's. It's going to be more intense than what you expected.
Right.
So
April Fools, you can never leave.
Yeah. We're going to actually have to go into a lockdown, our side of the city, from April 1st until April 5th, I think it is.
Shoot. We're way past that here now. I don't think there'll be any more lockdowns ever. I don't think we ever had one to begin with, kind of, at all.
Not in the sense that they lock down here. That's what's funny. It's like it's very different. Like people in the States will say, "Oh, well, we had a lockdown," and I'll be like, "Not like this."
Yeah, we just couldn't go into Panera Bread. We had to go through the drive-through.
Yeah, yeah.
That was our lockdown.
That was your deal. So, I mean, things have been pretty chill in Shanghai for the past 2 years. So if this is the worst of it, then it's I don't have
Hey,
much to
so
complain about.
so you're just gonna podcast through your whole lockdown,
Yeah, we're gonna have a 24/7 per
24/7 for a
day
week straight.
podcast. Just live. It'll be like the Truman Show, right? Where you just video me and watch my life
That's right.
as
You
I go
gotta go
as I
set
go
up
through
cameras all over.
quarantine. Well, what's interesting is I have 2 dogs, right? So if I'm not allowed to leave my apartment,
Right.
that's gonna be interesting.
So
But
you're gonna have to
luckily,
potty train them.
yeah, well, they are potty trained. It's just they go outside. They don't go in the
Well,
toilet.
you gotta have them use the toilet.
But luckily, I found a local like grass turf supplier that they can ship. I'm gonna get some fresh grass
You
today,
got a
and I
turf
have a little
guy.
like I have a turf guy here. Yeah, I have a little patch out on my patio. I'm gonna put the grass, and yeah, I've
Oh,
had that for them,
that's
so
nice.
hopefully they'll be
That's
good.
nice.
Luckily, I have a patio. There are some people with pets, they don't have a
Who
patio
don't
or
have
anything.
patios and they don't have a turf guy.
And one, their dogs are they're just doing their thing in the house, I
They,
guess.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do in the lockdown. Um, did you ever do? Did you ever do your that political quiz thing to see where you fall?
Oh, no.
You failed. You didn't do it. We're gonna postpone that till next podcast. Then we're gonna take our political
Yeah,
test, and then Kristen and I are gonna compare where
that
we
would be
fall, at least
distracting.
as it relates to the website, on where we stand politically with people,
Yeah.
with other politicians. So that'll be fun.
Actually,
But go ahead.
yes. No, you go ahead.
Okay,
Well,
good.
what I'm gonna do, I was gonna send you a picture that you can share,
All
and
right,
it's a
send it.
picture of we can talk about what's happening right now. It's a picture of a grocery store. Um and it's the line it's one of the like nicer, I guess, like vegetable grocery stores near me.
The
But there's
vegetable
a
stores.
line, you can see it going down the street. It's a pretty long
All right,
line. I don't know if I
should
would
I
stay
hold it
away
up?
that long.
We'll share it on our thing. But the last time I did this, my screen got all messed up. Hold up, can you see that? Well,
Oh yeah,
anyways, you can't really see
don't
it.
mess it up. No, we'll have to share it later.
We'll have
But
to share
there's
it. You
I
can't see it
don't
at all.
I don't
But
know how
it's
many.
all good.
So, and obviously the people listening can't see. Um, but
They're
there's
blind,
I don't know
all of
how
them.
many meters is that? I mean, it's not terrible, but
That's a lot of meters. You'll see the
it's
photo if you watch our YouTube back. But there's a lot of meters there.
yeah, it's out the door and like down the street, hitting the other shop too, and so yeah, it's an interesting time.
It is. It's interesting laws that were created because of COVID. Speaking of laws, that's a good segue. We can talk about some silly laws. You want to talk about
Got
some
some
silly
silly
laws?
laws.
I got some silly laws. You want to
Let's
hear some
do
silly
this.
laws? Let's do it. And then you can get some more grass. We had a comment about you having grass, and grass is another terminology for marijuana.
No,
So
just the normal grass.
the normal grass. All right, here's a law,
Just, I
right?
mean,
Well,
either way, I guess my dog can pee on it, but
your dog can just pee anywhere. You just clean it up with a towel. All right. So before we read this, we want to make it clear we do not fact check ourselves. We don't know if these are still laws or whatever. We
no.
don't do the fact checking. We just give the people the news that they've been asking for.
We just put
And
stuff
speaking
out
of,
there and cross our fingers.
right. When speaking of, I think we need to do a health anxiety part 2 or sometime. But
We will.
here we go. In Alabama, it's illegal to drive blindfolded. Did you know that?
Yeah, no duh.
That's, I mean, I'm assuming that other
It'd
states
be illegal
it's not
everywhere.
it's not illegal. I don't know. In Alabama, it's definitely a law that they cannot drive blindfolded. I don't know
Interesting.
why they wanted to do that,
I mean, most
but
places it's illegal to be like distracted. And driving, right?
I would assume, yeah.
So
So,
that would kind of fall under that. But I
all
guess they
right.
need to specify.
Well, here's one that you could relate to. In Alaska, you can't put an animal in the back of an open vehicle.
I can relate to that.
you
Hmm,
can't you
all
can't put
right.
your animal on your scooter.
But
It's
not in the back
illegal.
of a
Not
vehicle.
in the back. Not in an open vehicle.
Not so like a
Convertibles are no
convertible,
go.
you can't have your dog sitting next to you? What if they're buckled in?
Nope.
Huh.
Listen, I don't make the laws. This is Alaska. Arizona says that it's illegal for a donkey to sleep in a bathtub.
Well, that just makes sense.
There's a whole story behind it, apparently, from this website. It says that in the 1920s, a local dam broke, flooding a rancher's home. The rancher's donkey had become accustomed to sleeping in the bathtub, which filled with water and whisked him miles away. After working to rescue the animal, the town passed a law that prohibits donkeys from sleeping in the bathtub. What do you think
But
about that?
so because he was in the bathtub, he got whisked away?
The
Wouldn't he have
donkey got,
been
yeah.
whisked away?
Listen, yeah, these don't, that's why they're silly laws. All right. In Arkansas, you can't honk your horn near a sandwich shop after 9 p.m.
Well, okay.
That's, yeah. And speaking of Arkansas, I drove through Arkansas. That's the plainest state. No offense to
It's like wheat
Arkansasians.
bread.
There's nothing there. This is like, it looks wheat bread. Driving through it, I'm like, this is just a bunch of wheat bread laying around. Did you know that in California it's illegal to whistle for a lost canary before 7 a.m.?
Wow, I didn't know that. There must have been a lot of lost canaries.
And everybody was whistling them for him
Yeah.
and waking everybody up, apparently. Actually, does it say anything about it? No, they don't know. It's a bizarre, silly law, whatever. In Colorado, it's illegal to keep a couch on your porch.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean,
Why? So like homeless people don't sleep on it?
I don't know, but why would you want a couch? I mean, I've never had a desire to put a couch on my porch.
I have. Because
Like a
then you could
legit.
chill. You could just chill on your
But
couch
then
on
I'm
your
like,
porch.
is it
As
an
long as it
out?
doesn't get
Is
rained
well,
on.
is it an outside couch though?
But it would have to be, or else there might get like
Well,
mice in.
that's what I'm saying. I think this is like legit couches. But in Connecticut,
Well,
a
either
pickle must be
way,
able to bounce.
you could put a couch outside.
You can put a couch anywhere, just not on your porch. Not
Yeah.
in Not in Colorado. Did you hear about Connecticut?
No, tell me.
A pickle must be able to bounce.
Oh, snap.
That's the law. A pickle must be able to bounce. I don't know. Oh my gosh. All right.
Have you tried to bounce a pickle? Is that the
Um.
quality of a pickle if it can bounce?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess we need to go find a. Do you have a pickle?
I don't have a pickle on me.
You should
I
have.
just had a pepper.
No, that's not a pickle. We'll figure it out next. We'll post a video about it. In Delaware, you can't sell dog hair.
Nice. Cruella de Vil
So
did that one, didn't she?
that's probably why. Yeah. But did you hear about Florida? Legal
No.
parking fees toward animals must be paid.
Oh. What?
So you
Like
can't
animals went
park.
hard?
You can't
Or
park
like
a
you can't
horse
park your horse?
by a meter. You can't leave your horse.
Why are you
You got
why
to
are you
pay for.
asking me if I've heard of these? Of course I haven't heard.
I don't know. Did you hear about Georgia? It's illegal to live on a boat for more than 30 days.
Oh, that kind of
They,
stinks. I wonder why.
they must have had a serious boat problem.
What if you want to have a boathouse? Is that to prevent people from having boathouses, maybe?
Maybe they just, you know what? Georgia probably just hates boathouses. So forget Georgia.
Yeah, well, forget Georgia. No
In
one wants to live
Hawaii,
in Georgia.
it's illegal to place a corn. Wait, oops, I read that wrong. It's illegal to place a coin in one's ear in Hawaii.
Bad luck.
Something, I don't know. I'm not even like. There's really no explanations for a lot of these. But did you know in Idaho it's illegal to sweep debris into the street?
Well, that's
I'm
nice
glad that.
because then all the cars get dirty.
Yeah, well, I'm
If
glad. I'm
anything, you
glad
want to
that's.
keep it.
Have you ever done that though, where you just all your leaves you just put it out in the street, like all over the street? You got
No,
leaves
I
there?
don't have leaves.
No
No.
leaves.
Actually, I do. There are 3 little trees on my porch. Tiny, tiny trees.
Are
And
you
they
allowed to
lost
sweep
their
them in the
leaves.
street?
I sweep them in a bucket and throw them away.
Well,
But
did you
I
know that
put them into my alley, and then there's someone who comes around like once a month and sweeps up the alley.
so you got a turf guy and a leaf guy?
I got a turf guy, I got a leaf guy, I got a veggie guy, I got a lock guy, a key making guy,
You used to have a maid.
a guy. I had a maid, but then not when I moved. It was too far away for her.
No. Ain't that something? That's
And
the living right there.
I had a nail person, which most people have a nail person.
I guess I don't have a nail person.
Well, okay.
All right,
Is there
moving on.
one for
You
every
want
state?
to? What?
Is there
Should we
one
do
for
every state? Yeah, in Indiana, it's illegal to ride a horse above 10 miles per hour.
Oh, how fast do horses go?
11.
I'll look that up while you give us the next
All right,
one.
look it up. In Iowa, you can't throw a brick onto a highway. I mean, that just makes sense, though.
Yeah, no duh. You could hurt someone.
In
My
Kansas,
internet,
tire screeching
my
is banned. All right, go ahead. What, you got the horse one?
well, that's kind of nice because that's annoying. No, it came up in Chinese. I guess they can run faster than 20 to 30 miles per hour on
Shoot,
average with
horses
a rider on their back. The
horses can gallop.
The fastest recorded galloping speed is 55 miles per hour. Dang, that's pretty
Shoot.
fast.
I need to get you should get a horse.
Yeah. I need to get a. Wow.
Here's one, since we both lived in Kentucky, all right? Here's one. In Kentucky, a woman cannot marry the same man 4 times.
That just makes sense too. Why would you?
I mean, at some point,
At some
they're
point,
just
you
like,
just need to be like, you need to chill.
yeah, at some point, they're just like, all right, lady, you only
You
get one more
tried.
time at marrying this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. All right, in Louisiana, it's illegal to send a surprise pizza.
I don't know. I kind of like a surprise pizza.
You can't bless somebody with a pizza in Louisiana. Oh, my gosh.
Sad. What the heck, Louisiana?
They they say it's considered harassment.
Did someone start sending, like, who knows what happened with these pizzas?
One of our audience members said that's because the 3rd time was the charm, as it relates to the
That's nice.
married woman man.
Yeah. The
All
woman.
right. In Maine, it's illegal to park in front of Dunkin' Donuts.
How do you get your donuts?
Yeah, I don't know. Where's their parking at? Don't park in front. I don't know. They're freaking Maine.
That's Dunkin' Donuts too. Well, there's so many Dunkin' Donuts up there, aren't there?
Yeah, they probably just get overwhelmed.
In the east, you go like 2 blocks and there's a Dunkin' Donuts.
Did I tell you about here in town? Like, I'm a Starbucks person, right?
Yeah. Me
And
too. I have to go to a chain.
yeah, if you have to go to a chain, I choose Starbucks. But here's the situation. Here in this little town I live in, we have 3 Dunkins already. They were putting in a new. They got rid of Tim Hortons, and they were gonna put a new store in where like the gas station is.
Tim Hortons. That's
Yeah,
sad.
that was like within 2 months, and I actually like Tim Hortons too. But I went. They didn't know what they were doing anyways. But anyways, I go to this gas station and I asked the guy because there's a Subway in there too, and I asked him, I said, "What are they putting in?" And he says they're putting in another Dunkin'. I was like, they already got 4 other ones in town. So just within this small town, they're putting in a Dunkin', and they put in another one. So
You know what's
yeah,
funny? So I think maybe there's another one in another city that's bigger, but for a time at least, Shanghai had the largest Starbucks reserve. You know how they have the Starbucks and then there's Starbucks reserve,
right,
like new
yeah.
fancy or stuff.
And the biggest
So
one was in Shanghai.
yeah, I think they built a bigger one somewhere else recently. But anyways, at least the second biggest one now. And that's how it's going to be, right? They're just going to keep building bigger and bigger ones.
Yeah, bigger and bigger. Yeah.
So for a time, it was in Shanghai. But it was funny because there was a Starbucks, just a normal Starbucks, literally right across the street. I think I have a picture somewhere. And this Starbucks Reserve opens up, and people are lined up, literally like wrapped around the building, going down the street. The line was huge, And then you look at that at the Starbucks Reserve, you look across the street and there's no line for like the same coffee. It's because it's all just about the fluff
They want to go
going.
there,
Yeah.
and that's how it is
They
though.
were all lined up for that.
Jeez. Well, did you know that I bet if you were in Maryland and the Starbucks was in a public park, it says that sleeveless shirts are banned in public parks.
What?
Yep,
You can't wear a
can't wear
tank
sleeveless
top?
shirts. No, not in Maryland. They must have had gun issues. I don't know.
Gun issue? Gun issues? Like
You get it?
Oh, yeah.
That's my drum. In Massachusetts, it's illegal to tell fortunes without certification.
I didn't even know you could get certified for that.
I guess you can. Should we get certified to tell fortunes?
Maybe we should get a Ouija board for the next podcast.
We do Ouija boards and tell fortunes. This is going to be it will turn into nonsense eventually.
It already
Well, you can't sell your vehicle on a Sunday in Michigan.
is. Okay,
So,
sure.
in Minnesota, dirty tires are banned.
Aren't they always dirty?
I don't know. I've never seen a clean tire. You think once you use it, it's dirty, right? Well, in Mississippi, nutrition labels cannot be enforced. Don't have to put nutrition labels on things.
Wow.
That's kind of scary, though. I kind of
Yeah.
want to know what's in what I'm eating.
Oh, exactly. Who knows what's in there?
Unless it's like a banana, because there's no like nutrition labels on bananas, are there?
No, they just come in a basket, and you just take that little
You
sticker off.
just eat them. We don't know what's in a banana.
But you don't
What's in
even,
a banana?
you don't have to take the sticker off because it's a peel.
Amen.
I'm
What does
gonna
that
look
mean?
this up. What's in a
All right.
banana? Here we go.
All right.
One
Potassium.
serving or one medium ripe banana provides about 110 calories. Depends on how big the banana is. 0 gram fat,
On average.
1 gram protein, 28 grams carbohydrates, 15 grams sugar, naturally occurring, 3 grams fiber, and 450 milligrams potassium.
Shoot. Bananas. Unless you're on a low carb diet.
Is it okay to eat a banana every day?
I
Long
normally
story
eat a
short, yeah.
banana. Is
That
it
was
okay?
another
Okay,
Google.
good. Well, hey, guess
Yeah.
what? In Missouri, bear wrestling is banned.
Okay, yeah.
Don't do bear wrestling.
I don't think
In
I'd be doing
Montana.
that anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I'd get a bear to wrestle another bear.
No. Oh, I
Like,
thought it meant like you can't wrestle the bear.
oh, I can. Oh, maybe it does. Yeah.
Or is it bear on bear? It could be bear on bear.
I'm thinking it's like dog fighting, right? People are owning these bears and then betting money on it. But yeah, I think you're
I
right.
mean, that would make some sense too.
Wait, no, this says this law was initiated due to animal cruelty violations. So yeah, people are wrestling
Bear
bears
on
and betting on
bear.
it.
Probably
Yeah,
when
so
they had those traveling circuses and stuff. Who knows? They probably had those.
hey, don't tell my son this because he has pet rats, but in Montana, it's illegal to give a rat as a present.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
to be honest, who would want a rat as a present?
Yeah, it's like here's your rat as a present. What kind of gift is this? Did you know
Maybe
that
your
in the
son would, but
Yeah, some might. I don't know. I wouldn't want to. I mean, I can think of so many more things.
you gave a rat as a present, though.
I know. I'll give one. I won't get one.
Okay.
In Nebraska, you can't get married if you have a venereal disease. So, you gotta make sure you
Wow.
disclose that information because it's illegal if you do. It's kind of
Or,
like something private between the two people getting married. You'd think.
well, yeah, I would hope they would say something about that.
Well, have you ever sat on a sidewalk?
Yeah, lots of times.
You can't do it in Nevada. It's illegal to sit on a sidewalk in the great state of Nevada. Unfortunately.
What
And then-
about, have we mentioned New York? Does New York have any weird ones? Or are you getting there?
It's coming up. In New Hampshire, it's unlawful to pick up seaweed off the beach. Leave their seaweed.
Leave their seaweed be.
Yep.
You know, you used to put seaweed in your armpit and pretend like you had long seaweed armpit hair.
And now I don't even need to do that.
Now it just grows naturally.
No, it lives longer than the seaweed. All right.
It moves from your hair to your pits.
That's right. In New Jersey, bulletproof vests are banned while committing a crime.
What? All right. Well, I guess you got to take that risk. If you're gonna get shot, you got to take that risk.
Here's an interesting one. In New Mexico, idiots are banned from voting.
No.
One law in the state of New Mexico prohibits idiots, as well as insane persons convicted of a felonious or infamous crime, from voting.
And how do they decipher?
They say it's not enforced anywhere, which clearly, yeah. How do you determine? Not. Yeah. Here's New York. Oh shoot! I've broken this plan. In New York, slippers are banned after 10 p.m.
What?
Can't ban
slippers. Just anywhere.
Not to be worn after dark in New York.
Always wearing slippers. Here's a question: do you walk around barefoot in your house?
Yeah. Well, it depends. Yeah, sometimes. Most of the time.
What depends? What's the criteria here?
Well, if I'm already wearing socks and I don't want to take them off.
Venereal disease. Big mistake. I don't know why I did that.
Why would you? You can't Google. Why are you Googling venereal diseases?
I was just Googling stuff we were talking to see if there's anything interesting. Anyways.
Well, that's clearly not interesting.
Yeah. Well, it could be to someone. What's the criteria for you to walk around barefoot?
If I got it, I got a shower like 30 minutes ago, right before the podcast, and I just didn't put socks back on.
See, I only walk around barefoot if I'm already like feeling dirty.
Yeah, not me.
I always have to have socks on, and even I have a hard time even just wearing socks in the house. I need slippers, but I don't wear shoes anymore. I find that gross, especially wearing shoes in the house because the shoes.
Oh yeah, I don't wear shoes in the house.
Ever since moving here, I used to, and then ever since moving here, like nobody wears shoes in the house here. Everybody takes them off, and most people here, in China, they like a lot of people have slippers that they keep by their door, and probably other countries too. But, and so I got used to like anytime you go over a friend's house, they would have just slippers there for you to wear, and I always wear something on my feet. Otherwise, my feet start feeling dirty. And even if I mop the floors, there's just, it's a floor. And I can't deal with it if my feet feel dirty. No, it grosses me out. It throws off my whole essence.
It's a pet peeve of yours. Dirty feet.
My feet. Is that a pet peeve?
Yeah, it could be. In North Carolina, drunk bingo is unlawful.
Don't people only do bingo when they're drunk?
I know. We'll move through these pretty quick here. In North Dakota, you can't shoot fireworks after 11 p.m. That makes sense. In Ohio, it's illegal to sell dyed chickens. There's literally a photo of a bunch of chickens that are like dyed pink, purple, orange.
Oh, like different colors?
Yeah. In Oklahoma, tripping a horse is outlawed.
Well, yeah, who would trip a horse? That's kind of mean.
You can't go hunting in a cemetery in Oregon.
Nice.
In Pennsylvania, you're breaking the law. Yeah, I don't know. Ghost.
What are you hunting? What are you hunting? Ghost.
You're breaking the law if you pay a psychic in Pennsylvania.
They don't like their psychics.
In Rhode Island, psychic, like a fortune teller.
Sidekick?
Sidekick? In Rhode Island, it's illegal to race a horse on a highway.
Race?
Yeah, can't race a horse on the highway.
Okay, well, yeah, obviously, you could get hit by a car.
Here's a question.
They don't Have you ever wanted...
yeah, they're not car speed yet. Have you ever wanted to sleep in the cheese factory?
I do now. That'd probably smell nice. Where would you not? Cheese? Would you want to smell cheese?
You can't do it in South Dakota, is what I'm saying.
Okay, well.
So, stay away from South Dakota. In Tennessee, it's illegal to share your Netflix password.
You know, I heard they're coming out with a new rule about that they're going to start charging.
Who, Netflix?
Yeah, for people who like share their password
How,
to
see,
so many people or something. Like they're
it's
going
the
to have.
world we're living in. It's unfair. It's
I think
unfair.
that's messed up. Like you should be. That's the classic way you get around stuff is you share your password with people and you just split things.
That's right. We should be allowed to like use the system at hand
Yeah,
to make our lives better.
that's what people do.
In Vermont, it's illegal for women to wear fake teeth without their husband's approval.
Well, okay. Well,
And they really cracked down in Virginia on trick or treating if you're over 14 years old. You're not allowed to do it.
but what? Oh, come on. Like some people just want to be a kid.
That's right. In
14.
West Virginia,
That's a
yeah,
bit young,
14. Like
don't you
at
think?
least make it 18. You know?
Yeah, like
Come on,
adults. Like once you
shoot,
can, what can you do when you're 18? Drive. What do you do when you're
smoke.
18? You get a driver's license? Smoke. You can smoke, right?
No, driver's license is
Like,
16. So I guess when you turn 16, you don't want kids driving cars around, getting candy.
to go trick or treating. Getting candy. There's worse they could do.
In Wyoming, buildings that cost $100,000 or more must display pricey art.
What?
So there's that.
They
I
must?
think that was all of them. I skipped a couple states because it was basically just like it wasn't worth sharing. But yeah, so those are just some silly laws. Like if you could create a law, here's the question then. If you could create a law, what kind of law
Yeah.
would you want to become in effect?
Ooh. Oh, I know. That I would make it that I would lower the work week
Oh,
from
100%. They
40
did that
hours.
somewhere.
I would, yeah, in a lot of places they've started doing that. Some other countries and stuff.
Oh, work days. It's only like 4-day week.
Yeah, I would lower that. However it happens, yeah, have a 4-day work week or even do some sort of like mandatory hybrid thing if you have to. I definitely lower the
Oh,
standard work week like that. I'd lower.
100%. Yeah, like 1 day a week.
Well, and from what they've found from articles and things that I've read, there's benefits to it. And like people end up doing just as much. To be honest, I have like 2 to 4 hours of solid work in me a day.
Yeah,
The
I have
rest of
like
it's
30
just
minutes.
kind of
30
getting by.
minutes.
Yeah, good. We'll tell your bosses. But really
They're
though, the
following us.
rest of it is just like you're kind of trudging by. So if
Yeah, and you
not
just get
that, I would
tired
make
of
it
it.
a law. I would make it a law that you get like a 2-hour lunch or break somehow that you can take however you want throughout the day.
Yeah.
So
So
either
that's
way, it
Kristen's
shortens
law.
it up.
So yeah. Mine would be it's illegal to chew with your mouth open.
Oh, I need that one too.
Yeah, that's my law. That goes
I
back
need
to
that
an
too.
earlier episode. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the one right there. So yes, that was
No,
fun. That was fun. I know we tried to squeeze this podcast in here, get another one in the books. Our next podcast, we're going to talk about our political allegiances. Well, no, not allegiances, but we're going to take a test and see what the test says, how we compare to other politicians here in the States and where, like, political party wise in the States shows. So we're going to take a test. I already did mine. Kristen forgot to do hers. She's going to do hers
Yes.
soon. And then we're going to get another podcast out there, another podcast up, and we're going to share that and share our findings. And so that should be informative and pretty fun, I think.
Yeah. That'll be good.
So
I will remember to do the test. All right.
maybe
Thanks for all the
maybe we
funny
could
law.
get a guest on that shares their beliefs as
Maybe,
well.
maybe, maybe what we'll have to do too is when I go into lockdown, maybe we can put out like 5-minute episodes checking in on how things are going every day.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do 5-minute mini episodes. We'll do a bunch of mini episodes. That'll be good. That's what we're gonna do
Each day, and
each
we'll see
day.
what's happening around.
We'll be like, what's going on now in lockdown? Share some funny stories, and you can
Yeah.
even be like, I hope one of them you have like a volleyball that's like the guy from Castaway, and you're like talking to it and stuff, and you just
That's
get
a good
really
idea.
into it.
I mean, I have my
So
dogs right now. So, yeah. We'll see. We'll see
we'll,
how things go.
we'll see how things go. You might have to eat one of them.
I would eat my arm first before doing that.
Oh,
No, I'd probably just go really
I'm
hungry.
just checking.
It's
Remember a
just
couple
4 days.
episodes back? You should be okay. 4 days is nothing, and then you'll be back in the States. Did you remember when I was telling you about the mochi things, the mochi ice cream things? Have you seen? You said you heard one of those?
Yeah, I've
Have
heard
you
them.
seen?
They have them here. I haven't had them though yet.
You want me to go get one?
Go get it.
All right, wait. Talk to the people. Tell them your favorite. What?
My favorite what?
It'll take 2 seconds, real quick, and then we're gonna end this episode because we're already at pretty long. We're going over minutes. But just share your favorite story about walking your dogs.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you this. Yesterday, I went to go get coffee, and the place, they allow dogs in the place, but some dogs, they don't get along with other dogs. This isn't my favorite walking story, but I was pretty mad. So I'm going in, and this person comes up with this big, like, shepherd dog, and they don't like each other. Like, our dogs don't like each other. But she still
All right, we can wrap it up.
trying to... No, I'm finishing. She's still trying to, like, come in the cafe while I'm trying to order with her dog, and they're all fighting, and she won't leave. So then finally I'm like, you know what? Fine. I'll go ahead and leave. And so I'm trying to leave, but she's standing in the doorway with her dog as they're barking. And I'm like, lady, move, move. And she's not moving. She's just staring at me. Eventually, she did scoot back a bit, and finally I was able to leave. So
Jeez.
you'll have to catch
That's
the
terrible.
rest of that story.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. All right, so here it is. All right, these mochi ice creams are basically like, it's like rice dough wrapped around an ice cream thing. Now, I said they're gross, but it's not really gross. The texture's kind of weird. Hold up.
It's kind of
I just booked
soft,
it
like
upstairs.
actual soft.
Yeah, I mean, and my kids, this is their favorite one. It's a sweet mango. So that sounds gross. But
Yeah,
again,
I'm picky. I'm picky with mango. I like mango, but I like it like fresh, not interesting. So it's like soft, doughy ice cream.
yeah, they're interesting.
Don't shake your mouth open.
No,
I
got
have
two
one last
closed.
question.
Okay,
One
good,
last
because I
question before we
got
go.
mine.
Would you sell your pet for
Yeah.
$1 million?
Heck yeah. Sell my pet for $1 million?
Yeah.
You would not.
Alicia,
You would
you
not say
sell
no.
your pet.
I'd kill
I
her
would
for $1
say
million.
no. Oh my god.
Are you kidding me?
I couldn't.
You would not sell your pet for $1 million.
No, I couldn't.
Can I sell your pet for $1 million?
Unless I could sell them and buy them back. I don't know. That'd
What?
be hard. I couldn't.
But then what if you had to buy him back for $1 million? Then why'd you sell him in the first place?
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't do that.
I seriously.
All right,
would
we'll
kill my
send a
cat.
picture to our pets. We'll show you guys our pets in our next episode. I mean, our next podcast. Our next Instagram.
Episode, podcast, Instagram. I would kill my cat though for $1 million. I do a lot of things for $1 million.
Wow, now your true character's coming out.
I don't think you can name something that I would not do for $1 million.
I'll think of this. I'll ask you next episode. I'll have a list of questions. What would you do for $1 million?
All right. Every episode, ask me one question, and I bet you I'd take the money.
We'll see.
Well,
You wouldn't kill your kid.
no, leave the kids out of it. You can talk about my wife though. Leave the kids out of it.
Would you shave
All
your
right.
wife's head bald?
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Jada Pinkett Smith it.
I would do that too. Hey, that's too soon.
No, it's not. I'm on Team Chris Rock.
All right.
Comedians should be allowed to joke about whatever they want.
Let's
All right.
wrap this.
All right, if you had to find a real unicorn by accidentally running over it with your SUV, or news gets out that you're the last surviving Nazi.
Oh.
So you're running over but you accidentally run over the unicorn, but you find
There's
one.
lots of Nazis out there still.
Yeah, but they're gone now, and you're the last one.
I wouldn't want to kill the unicorn. I'd be a Nazi if it meant saving the unicorn.
I'd kill the unicorn on purpose. I'll run the unicorn over on purpose for $1 million. Yeah, I choose the unicorn.
Although, who knows what kind of crazy stuff unicorns could bring to this world.
Well, what I'm saying is you run over the
Maybe
unicorn,
we don't want them.
maybe you get like special powers. Maybe you become a unicorn. It's like the Santa Claus
You
movie.
just have a horn.
You start growing a horn. Oh, shoot. I just got ice cream all over my mochi box. Hold up. Shoot.
Nice. You go clean up your mochi.
All right.
I'll
Yeah.
go-
Thank you guys for watching. You got anything else to say?
No, that's it.
No. Yeah, I'm it. That's it too. All right. Bye, everybody.
I'm it.